Seems that some people also think that I was wanting some sort of third party. No, I just think the American people, at least I do, I'll speak for myself, we just want a party that stands for something. You know, it's holding your own side's feet to the fire that delivers a party like that. Sure, it's important to acknowledge the individual Republicans fighting the good fight, and I think we do that on this program. CPAC, they had already done a good job of that. Most of the speeches during the weekend were made by people who I tend to agree with. Not all of them, but some of them. If you watch this show at all, you know that I highlight principled conservatives inside the Republican Party. Jim DeMint's on this show. I think sometimes Jim DeMint's on this show as much as I'm on this show, at least for a politician. I've also said that how much I like Dick Cheney. I don't necessarily agree with him on everything, but do you expect to agree with everybody on everything? The problem is progressivism. Does anyone seriously think that Mike Pence is who I'm talking about when I say Republican progressives? The usually on-the-money American thinker was critical of my speech as well, but in doing so, inadvertently, they made my point for me. When I was talking about not seeing the come-to-Jesus moment from the Republican Party, they wrote, quote, "He has not heard about Marco Rubio? Rubio is now up 12 points on Charlie Crist among GOP voters." Yeah. That sounds to me like a lot of Florida Republicans admit there's a problem. He's actually up by 18 in the latest poll, but Rubio is a perfect example of the problem that I'm talking about. Rubio isn't up by 18 because of the Republican Party. He's up by 18 because the people of Florida are rejecting what the Republican Party told them to do, which is vote for Charlie Crist. When the Republican Party isn't picking candidates based solely on who they think is going to have the best chance of winning or who's next in line, then they'll have a party of principle, and that's what America is looking for. I don't want a third party. I think that might be a very bad idea, but if that's the only way you get a choice, that's the only way you get a choice. Republicans, don't force a third party.
Now let's think about what he just said. He said, Republicans, don't force a third party. That's very interesting, because I remember a poll in December showing that a third party can in fact beat both the Democrats and the Republicans. So how is it that a third party would be a bad thing? I don't exactly get it, unless you're trying to nudge us, quote unquote, towards GOP Shillism. At least that's how it seems. I could be wrong, but it certainly seems as though Glenn Beck, just like the rest of Fox News, as much as I hate to admit it, is trying to move the votes from here down to here.